Alright, hey guys, your dude Keon, and this is Kevin. He's leaving. Oh wait, Kevin.
Kevin Edward here.
Yeah, we're doing our second podcast right now. The first one, it happened on SMR. Did you remember the name of the Japanese restaurant?
SMR?
SMR.
What is SMR?
I don't know, what's that? Are you thinking of pizza?
You didn't say SMR just now?
No, it's Ogetsu Haim. If you remember the Japanese restaurant where we did the podcast.
What was it called?
Ogetsu Haim.
Oh shit.
I think
That was really good. I want to go and try other things there.
and I remember the tuna sushi that we tried, and I still remember the taste of that fish. It still tastes good. Anyways, we're in a hotel room right now, and guess what? Where we are right now.
Keon is in
I'm in
Boracay!
Boracay right now, and
Holy shit!
I'm actually using one of Kevin's guitars.
It's the Enya Binya Binya.
So I guess what we really want to talk about here is the your guitars and your Kevin is actually a permanent resident of Boracay.
I am.
He lives here, which is bizarre for me because as you know, Boracay is a tourist destination, but Kevin here is a permanent resident.
Yep.
And first of all, Kevin, how are you?
I'm good. It's not easy to be a permanent resident here. You have to find a way to use your skills to appeal to the tourist audience, which is Boracay. Like, it's just full of tourists. It's the engine that runs the place. You have to hope that you have certain skills that most people don't have, so that you can use it to basically make enough money to stay here.
Yeah. When's the first time you've actually visited Boracay?
So first time I visited was 2016,
Oh, it's a long time ago.
January, and there was a Johnny Rockets here. You know Johnny Rockets?
Yeah, I remember that. We used to have that in
cheeseburgers and shit.
yeah, we used to have that in malls, and there's previously one in Eastwood, but I forgot about that. That's a long time ago.
It's still there.
No, I don't think Johnny Rockets is existing anymore, unfortunately.
That's sad because in New Jersey it was like the best place for burgers. Like, it was delicious.
Do you know A&W? Do you know the A&W restaurant?
Oh my God, the root beer.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
we actually have A&W back in the 90s,
No way.
but they discontinued it,
Aw.
unfortunately. And one thing that struck me the most about the A&W one is the root beer, which have the ice cream on top.
That was the best.
That was the best, but unfortunately A&W is now known as the root beer can here, which you
Yeah.
can buy on supermarkets.
That's how I know it. Yeah. And actually, I've never been to an A&W restaurant. I've just had the root beer.
The root beer is the best. Or actually, yeah, we're talking about your stay here in Boracay. You've been a permanent resident since when?
2017.
2017. What struck you the most about this place? Why do you think you want to live here?
Well, I when I saw the Philippines and explored around Manila, I thought
Yeah.
that, like, the Philippines is basically like mostly city and polluted a little bit, and like, I didn't think about the nature here.
Yeah.
And even though there's still a lot better places around Philippines nature wise, I feel like this is a really great combination of two things, like nature and civilization. First of all, Boracay has got the beautiful beach, the white beach and clear water. On top of that, the nightlife has gotten less, but still it's there.
Yeah.
It's still there. So if you really want to party, it's not, you don't have to go too far to find it. And Also, they're starting to give you some city vibes in this new area in New Coast, which we're not too far from right now. New Coast and Fairways.
Yeah.
Fairways has the golf course and stuff. So like every element that you can think of is starting to enter this island. Like, let's say you're sick of the beach somehow. I don't know what would be wrong with you, but imagine like someone's sick of the beach and they're living here and they're like, I need some city and stuff. It's gonna be right there. You know, it's gonna be like very close walk. And then someone's like, I'm tired of taking it easy. I want to go crazy and party. It's
Yeah.
there. Nice walk there. No need for cars. You always are able to get on a trike. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty nice. Yeah.
What I like about Boracay now is that they offer like e-trikes now. So, and actually, a side note here, Boracay is actually the first place that I rode an airplane to
Wow.
back in the year 2000, because I haven't rode a plane in the 90s. So it started in the year 2000. So we had a vacation here actually, and Boracay back then is totally different. There were way less establishments back in the day.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
It's more, I guess, look more provincial back in the day, but they still have parties at night. But right now, when I returned here, there's a lot of malls in here now, and lots of restaurants. So Boracay is not as
Fully
it was.
nature. Fully,
It was fully natured back in the
yeah.
day.
And
And
very like native, right?
yeah, there were still white sands back in the day, but I remember there was a lot of crabs and jellyfishes back in the day. But right now, the water is clean, and there were less sea life now.
It seems like they scatter. I think they're afraid of all the people.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyways, Kevin has a guitar right here. What do you? What is this guitar?
This is an Enya Nova Go carbon fiber. It's the mini edition that is actually 1/4 the size of a guitar.
It kind of looks like a Gibson shape.
Yeah, the Les Paul shape. Yeah, I used to have a Les Paul like white like this, but it was stolen.
And
If you're watching and you stole my guitar, I wish you a terrible life.
so, when did you got this, by the way?
Oh, that was for my birthday.
Yeah,
Yeah, Daniela bought that for me for my birthday.
Daniela is his wife, of course, and
She's a master yogi.
actually, a while ago we did some gigs, so I'm probably gonna upload some videos related to that
Not
gig.
probably. He's going to do it.
Yeah, yeah, and it plays well. I like the action on this. Did you change on
Nothing. That's
So-
why I wanted you to play that because I love the action there.
the action in this? Is very nice. So
If you played this for for like 30 seconds, your fingers would hurt.
yeah,
This one's Old Betsy. This is my Martin from 2008. No, 2006.
oh, it's
this-
a very old guitar.
This is Old Betsy, and there's
that
so
your-
many things that cracked on here. There's this whole thing cracked. It's being held by cement, and this has been super glued. This is a piece of paper inside. It's
damn.
really messed up, and that's why the action's really high because I don't want it to buzz.
And that is the kind of guitar that you went to war with.
Yeah.
Because just a lot of scratches on it, and yeah, you can see
I'm
the.
covering it with stickers. You know, I'm
Yeah.
trying to trick you.
I actually have a guitar, an electric guitar that's as old as that guitar.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's a brand by RJ. If
Oh.
you know that guitar place that sells
Did you
guitar.
take it? Did you take it to LG?
Yeah, I did take it to LG when we went to LG, but we weren't able to.
He couldn't fix it, right?
Well, I hadn't have time to return to the guitar shop, unfortunately, to LG. So I just watched Kevin fix his guitar while I'm there. So Yeah. So, what other guitars do you have?
I have this one, and then I have a electric Fender Telecaster. We just recorded something today, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and yeah,
Like,
I guess the song will not be
what's that?
out for what's this? Oh, you can have it.
Yeah, we want a piece?
Nah, nah. So we did perform a lot of. Well, Kevin performed a lot of songs early on the restaurant. Is it a restaurant or a bar?
It's both, I guess.
It's a
Yeah.
bar
Bar
restaurant.
resto. Cas bar.
It's called Bar, and they serve the best spinach pizza I've ever tasted. And the pizza dough, it's a pita. It's the one they use on shawarma. So yeah, it tasted
What
good.
made you decide to pick that one? Did you see it on stream once or?
No, I saw it on the Bar menu.
Oh, so I
So
didn't influence that for you?
no, I don't.
I
Cause
really love that pizza, man. The only time I get it is when I know I hadn't had pizza all week. And then I could get that for my lunch because you get one staff meal
oh,
for performing.
and I knew about spinach pizza because if you know Angel's Pizza, it's a restaurant that's now booming, and their most famous pizza right there is the spinach pizza. So I
Ah,
became like interested on the spinach pizza on Bar, so I ordered it, and I think it has better quality than Angel's Pizza. So
you,
probably if I'm gonna go back to Bar, I would definitely recommend spinach pizza. What other things you can order there on Bar?
I know a lot of people really like the lamb kebabs
Oh,
and the lamb wrap. Like I always get the falafel wrap, but
oh,
they make that same wrap with lamb, and I like from what it looks like. It looks so good.
we actually wanted to order the lamb, but it was too expensive for us.
Oh yeah,
So
I never looked at the price because it's always like my musician meal. You know.
So yeah, I just ended up ordering the pizza and the falafel, which
Oh,
is
you
good.
tried it?
Yeah, which is
Nice.
good. And yeah, how's life been in Boracay recently?
Recently, we've noticed that business for me and Daniela has gone down a bit.
Is there a reason why?
It should be way busier now. Like this is still feels kind of dead, and this is supposed to be peak season.
Mm-hmm.
We're really not sure why. It could be.
It might be because of the weather, because it has been raining a lot, like recently this year.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be the emergence of the other islands in the Philippines,
Yeah.
the Palawan and El Nido, and
Oh, I've been there. It's the scenery. You have to go there at Palawan. Have you been there?
not yet.
Palawan has the best sceneries.
Yeah.
So if you gotta go to Palawan, go do the boat tours. Yeah, the boat tours there are the best in El
Wow.
Nido, specifically. Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, what else? Have you watched any movies recently?
So we're watching Rings of Power. Have you heard of that? It's
Is that a TV series?
yeah, it's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I've heard about it, but I haven't watched the series.
You're familiar with the movies though, right?
Yeah, I did watch them once back when I was in college.
Oh, nice.
And I didn't watch the theatrical version. I watched the 3 hour versions of each movie.
The director's cut
The
ones, like
director's cut. I think they were 4 hours long actually.
yeah. My
So
friend had that. He made us watch it. It was crazy.
so I like spent 12 hours watching Lord of the Rings back in my
Yeah,
college days.
I did
And
that in high school. Oh man.
because mostly followed Harry Potter back in the day. But Lord of the Rings, I wasn't able to catch it on the theaters, unfortunately. Anyways, the most recent movies that I've watched was Wicked. Do you know that musical?
I
Wicked.
heard it was good. I honestly I did not have a big interest in watching it because I don't like musicals, you know?
Yeah, remember the last time we watched
Oh,
a musical?
yeah. That was garbage.
Actually,
Did you like Wicked?
I actually liked it very much.
Wow.
Well,
Were you singing?
well, I only know one song on that musical. I guess you know what it is. Do you know
You
what
want to
I,
build a snowman?
no, it's not it. Do you know the song Defying Gravity?
I don't think so.
Anyways, it's a good musical, so I would recommend you guys watch it on the cinemas while it's out there. So there's actually another movie that I'm looking forward to watch as well. It's the sequel to Gladiator.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very interested in watching the sequel, so I have to rewatch the first one. So
You're not here anymore, right?
the what? Yeah, yeah. So I'm planning
Oh.
to watch it on IMAX because
Mm.
it's available in IMAX. So I'm gonna watch it.
It
And
sucks you're not here, man. It's so close to here and it's only 250
yeah,
and it's still pretty good.
I hear that theaters in Boracay are much smaller here.
No, no,
They offer big theaters.
they're really nice. It's just that we have one size and we don't call it anything fancy and we have one price. We have two theaters,
Oh,
like two theater rooms. And all of these fancy places that we've been to together, man, the quality is not that much better. Like I was a little bit disappointed in the fact that like I can get like almost the same in Boracay and it's only 250.
but
And
the
the
screen
seats are comfortable. The screen is huge.
the
Yeah.
screen is huge. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And it's only 250.
It's only 250. And if
And
you're a senior, it's fucking free or something.
it's free?
If you're a senior,
Yeah.
I think they do free senior movies or
They
something.
do, yeah, they do offer services to seniors that you can watch some movies for free. So, yeah.
What's going on with you? You have any music coming out, Keon? You're
Actually,
writing?
yeah, I'm glad that you brought it up because I've recently bought something new that I can use it for recording. It's what do you call this? I bought a new monitor speaker. I
All
actually
right.
promoted it on my gaming channel, so you guys,
Edifier, right?
it's the Edifier one, the MR4, and it has this color, the white color. So I bought the
Oh,
white
those
one,
that's nice. White.
and I think it sounds good. So I've actually recorded an instrumental there recently. So I'm planning to record and release new music next year, hopefully,
Nice.
if I got the motivation. Because the biggest issue that I'm currently facing is the drums. Because I have drum sounds in my head that I can't replicate on my hands, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know how you do drums for your music.
I I draw it.
You draw it.
You know that editor thing where you put the dots and stuff. I think you were with me when you saw me doing it once or something,
Yeah.
or you were watching a stream when I was like producing or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. So is that takes time to do it?
It does, yeah.
So I like to do my drums live. So I do have my drum machine. So I do my drums like real drums. I do it myself. Yeah, so new music coming out hopefully soon. And actually Kevin has a new song
Yeah. When did it come out? It was like last week.
last
It's
week,
called The Flame,
The
and
Flame.
yeah, it's a very emotional song about the conflicts going on in Ukraine and the other conflicts all over the world, causing war and killings and all that horrible shit. And it's just a song that tries to call for the hope of peace and really trying to find what connects one another. you
Yeah.
know.
And that song is now out on Spotify, so I'm gonna leave the link down below. Are we expecting any new song this month or in the next month?
This month, no, but next month we should have we should be on schedule again to start the songs every other week.
Is it gonna be the last single before your album comes out?
I'm planning to put out like 6 or 7 singles.
6 or 7 singles. So
Yeah.
when do you plan to release your full album, Fox Club, which we talked
Yeah,
about?
I'm aiming for June. Yeah, I want to try to do like every 2 weeks have a song from the album, and there's like I think there's 6 left. So that that by itself is like 3 months. What is your thing about the 30 minutes? Is it is it like an analytics thing?
Well, I like to keep my podcast short, so I think 30 minutes is the right amount of length for me. I know podcasts takes like 1 hour or 2 hours length, sometimes three. And
Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan. And one good thing about podcasting is that you can make a lot of shorts in it. So Joe
Yeah,
Rogan and other podcasts channels that I follow. I don't know if you're listening to podcasts,
I do a lot. Yeah.
but my favorite podcast that I listen is Smosh's Reddit stories. So that inspired me to make
To make your Reddit
to make
stories.
to make my own Reddit stories, Pinoy Reddit stories.
I don't really understand it, so
Yeah, unfortunately, it's in Taglish or sometimes Tagalog dialogue. And I also follow Smoshcast, which is the official podcast for Smosh. I don't know if you're familiar with Smosh, but what other podcasts did I follow?
I follow a lot of basketball podcasts.
Interesting.
Paul George and JJ Redick before he's coaching the Lakers now, but when before that he was podcasting.
Yeah. Sometimes I listen to Joe Rogan if the guest is interesting.
Did you
So
see the Trump one?
I do saw some of the clips, but I didn't. I
It
don't.
was so good. It was so good.
You didn't vote for the U.S. election, didn't you? You
I
were here.
wanted to, but it doesn't matter. He won.
But if you're gonna vote, who you're gonna
Oh,
choose?
absolutely. It's a no brainer. I mean, we had such a bad decision to
Yeah.
make. Like obviously, we want more experienced politician than Trump, but like the definition of politician has become the best possible liar
Oh.
for you. Someone that will say language that you don't quite understand, but you assume I don't know what he's saying, but you know he sounds smart, so he must be the guy to lead us.
Yeah.
And the thing that makes people so angry about Trump is he's speaking plain English, and the words you don't like, but think about what you were used to is you were used to somebody talking about riddles and like saying something that you don't fully understand. Now you understand this and you don't like it because it's opinionated or whatever. That other candidate, Kamala Harris, she can't speak for 10 minutes on her own.
Oh.
She gets confused, and one time she was doing a speech and the teleprompter malfunctioned, so she repeated the last line that she
Oh
read.
no.
She repeated it for like a half an hour.
Oh, that sucks.
That's called a robot. Meanwhile, Trump can talk to Joe Rogan for 3 hours unscripted.
oh, this
It's
is,
just like human versus puppet, you know? Eventually you would rather have somebody that thinks for themselves.
yeah. I heard Joe Rogan was one of the reasons why Trump has a lot of traction because after Trump, I think Elon Musk came in, and
No, that was already before.
that was already
Yeah,
before. But
but they talked about it in the podcast. You know, the funny thing is like with Elon Musk and another guy that are like his biggest supporters. They were Democrat for a long time,
oh
and like to support Trump, who is on the Republican Party, it's like it's clear that they don't care about parties at this point. It's everybody prior was just molded into the same like suit and tie liar guy,
yeah,
and they were just ready to have some real shit happen, and the numbers don't lie. Like our our food, currency, gas, electric, everything was cheaper when he was in power.
okay,
And yeah, when he left, like I don't know if you've ever looked at how much we get for turning in our US dollars today, but it's like we're getting close to doubling from like the pandemic, and obviously that's good for someone who has US dollars to transfer in the
into
Philippines.
yeah,
But what it's saying is that our dollar is shit. That's what that means. Like it means that it's so bad. And yeah, that's no good.
yeah. So yeah, what else? Well, yeah. So Kevin, you've been around the world. What else do you want to say to our viewers right here? Any special messages for those who want to travel? Because Kevin has been a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
countries. I've been only to Asia, unfortunately, mostly Southeast Asia. But Kevin,
Really? You haven't been out of Asia?
well, I've been to Korea, which is not in Southeast Asia.
Oh yeah.
But Kevin has been to the US, to Europe, to Asia, and what else? What do you want to say to our audience who wants to travel?
Well, I definitely am. I'm definitely aware of the difficulties that people face when they are citizens of a certain country that make it very difficult to
Me.
gain the access to these other countries. Like you pay all this money to apply for a visa, and you can get rejected, and they just keep the money. Like that's the most fucked up shit I've ever heard, and I'm very fortunate to not have to deal with that because of the U.S. passport. That I definitely acknowledge that I'm very blessed in that scenario.
Yeah, Kevin has a very strong passport.
Yeah.
And if you have the Philippine passport, you don't have the luxury, so you have to apply for visas. So I actually applied recently for Australia, but unfortunately they not accept my application. I got
Yeah.
rejected. But Kevin here, have you been to Australia?
Not yet. No.
Not yet, but he can freely go there if
Yeah.
if he has time and the budget. What's your most favorite country that you visited so far?
Most favorite, I think that would have to be Italy. It's really beautiful there.
Is it true that
Such
they
good food.
have better pizza than SNR?
Oh my god, yes, so
The
much better.
SNR. Because
It
in the Philippines, I consider SNR top tier pizza.
it is good, but
It
it's
is good.
it's good in a different way. It's good in like a fatty way. And in Italy, they know how to just like overdose you with flavors that does not. They don't do excess cheese. They don't do excess oil or fat or anything like it. It's minimal. They do just the right amount of sauce and just the right amount of cheese. Like it's all like just really on the border. And I feel like in the Philippines, they want to they want they want to trick you by like overcompensating on cheese,
Yeah.
you know, and then you're like, oh my god, it's so good, and it's because like while you're eating it, you're getting all these endorphins, and your mind is shutting down. But pizza's actually not supposed to make you want to take a nap, you know,
Yeah.
and I never felt that in Italy. Like I would eat a whole pizza to myself, and like I feel like I want to do stuff after, you know.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I hope I get to go to Italy very soon. I hope it's very easy to come into that country.
I from what I heard, yeah, and I've seen a lot of Filipinos there. So there were these two Filipinos women in the gelato place in Milan, and I was like, "Tu sei di Filippine?" And it was like I asked where they were from, and they said like Quezon City, you know. And they're selling gelato and speaking perfect Italian, like
Ooh.
insane.
Anyway, so I think we passed our 30-minute mark. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again,
Thank
if
you guys. Sorry, I was eating chips. I got hungry.
yeah, I've noticed that Kevin is a little bit hungry
I'm
today. So
hungry.
yeah, so Kevin, where do you find you again?
YouTube.com/Kevin Edward and KevinEdwardMusic.com. You can find all of my links.
And The Flame is now out on Spotify.
Yeah.
And
Don't be a flamer.
and our song Clickbait is now out on Spotify as well.
And there's a music video. He won't get off the TV screen.
And
We tried to turn it off and he wouldn't leave.
and we actually did a collab here, so stay tuned for that, guys. And yeah, very exciting times
yeah.
ahead, and very looking forward to your new music and new album. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
Keon! Anyways, guys, it's time to end the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys.
Don't eat all the bibingka.
Don't eat it. Alright, guys. Bye.